think we're live. I think we're live. Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza. Tonight, I am joined by my co-hosts, Alex de la Cruz, Arturo Ibarra, RIP the pig that got ran over earlier today.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
It's okay, bro. It's okay. Alex, let's start with you. How you doing today, brother?
Pretty good, man. I just got done playing basketball with a few of the boys.
I was wondering for video evidence, are you wearing a boot right now? Or who's wearing a boot? Who took out the pig that has to wear a boot now?
One of my buddies is wearing a boot. He has a broken leg, and he was helping me out. It was in the middle of the dark, and he has a boot on.
I know we had to zoom in. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I caught it though.
He did. I didn't notice it at first. I was like very confused on what he was talking about.
Art, yeah.
Art, how are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm freaking tired. No lie, dude. Been working since yesterday at 6 a.m. all the way till 3 a.m. last night, and then woke up at 6 again and did everything, dude. I had a project to turn in today, but it got turned in. But
work is killing you, huh?
Now I just need a beer.
Just a little pick me up, something good. How about y'all's Thanksgiving? I mean, me and Alex clearly spent Thanksgiving together, but Art, how was your Thanksgiving overall, brother? Spending time with the fam.
Hey, the Bears won.
I was hoping they would lose.
Dude,
we'll see.
I told said the same thing, dude. I was like, man, we had been talking about everything, how they were all the rumors about Nagy going on and off, and I was like, they're actually gonna lose to the Lions. I was like, this is great. And then he decides to put the win, and I'm like, dude, get out of here. But anyway, I mean, it wasn't. I think the second game was a little bit more interesting than the first game, because the first game and the last.
Game. Go ahead.
They were too slow, man. But especially that Bears game, it was kind of like I even feel like the commentators were trying to like, is he gonna get fired? Like they were just like poking at them. So, but besides that, it was fun, man. I got to see some family. Drove down to the valley. That 956, but yeah, I was just down there with family. Got to eat some fajitas, some carne asada, and then no turkey because yet again,
what?
Hey, the weather was great to make a carne asada, to make a barbecue. So we switched to that for a turkey. We had turkey in our Friendsgiving, so I was okay with that.
Okay, that's true. I mean, what? No turkey? I mean, I had a lot of turkey. Like I had turkey Thursday, I had turkey Friday, I had turkey Saturday, because we bought 2 turkeys. So we're like, let's fill up the bellies, you know what I mean? I was like, okay. To each his own. I mean,
usually Mexican families in Mexico don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. So my family is not used to celebrating Thanksgiving. So even though we've been here for a while, though, like we don't really see Thanksgiving as a holiday still. So we kind of just see it as like, okay, let's get together. For us, the big day of turkey is Christmas Eve. So that's whenever we'll be eating turkey for a whole week.
Okay. Well, guys, we're on tonight because football season's going on strong. 12 weeks in. Most of us are dead inside because of fantasy football. And
I got my second win. Even though I wasn't even trying to.
He's like, yes. But anywho, prior to the season, prior to this like 1 month break we've taken since our last episode, I wanted to more catch up on our predictions. We had said between the 3 of us and including Marco, we had talked about who we thought was going to move on, like who's going to go to the playoffs, how far they're going to go. We had some doubts on some teams. We had some high predictions for other teams. I just want to just catch up on some of the things that we discussed. So, Alex, I'll start with you. You had the Tennessee Titans originally as your Super Bowl pick. How are you feeling about them so far?
Jeez. A lot of injuries. A lot of injuries is messing them up. Man, Bill Belichick did his thing against them. They don't. I mean, they have no receivers right now. All the receivers are down. Their running backs are all down. They just got rid of Adrian Peterson. So I don't know, man. I had them high in the Super Bowl prediction, but I also had Arizona high, and that's one of the teams that I was like, man, I really didn't think they were going to come out, but I was thinking that they're one of the teams that we're gonna surprise people. Them in Tennessee, but Tennessee, man, it's just I think they're gonna be behind the 8 ball going into the playoffs.
All right. And Art, you had the Bills going into the Super Bowl. How are you feeling about that one right now?
So I believe I had the Bills and the 49ers going into the Super Bowl. And I'm checking right now the schedule and the winning thing. And I said the Chargers might have a chance at that. And dude,
Your final four
Chargers-
was Bills, Chiefs, Niners, Packers, and then you had the Niners beat the Bills.
Yep. I remember. Yeah. No, it's kind of crazy though. And mainly just because everything's so close right now. But I guess I'm more surprised on the predictions that I said of the teams that were going to be struggling, and they actually have been. Just because I know you were doubting some of them. Like for example, I know we've been talking about the Chiefs. So hey, the Chiefs went on a losing streak, and they just it
was
right
fair
now
criticism.
they have a better schedule. So we'll see how that goes. But the ones that I know you were like, man, I can't believe you don't have them going to the Super Bowl, or not Super Bowl, but going to playoffs. The Seahawks.
I called that one.
I called that
one.
one. Told you
I
the
called that one
Seahawks
for the beginning of
were.
the year.
To be fair, it's Russ, and if Russ is healthy, he's cooking. If he's not healthy, well, fuck, whatever. So,
But it's not Russ though. The thing is, it's not Russ, man. It's
coaching.
both the coaching and him. They're not letting him do what he wants. I mean, yes, the injuries also, but for the past games, dude, he hasn't been able to connect as much as we were seeing that last year with Metcalf.
His connection with Metcalf is broken right now. It's not. There's
bad.
no accuracy, and it's prior to the injury too. I'll say that he hasn't been crisp as it was before, like last season. He's connected more with Tyler Lockett, and Tyler Lockett is a freaking walking toothpick out there. But yeah, I mean Russell Wilson and the Seahawks are clearly going to miss the playoffs. I mean, technically they have a chance, right? Like a bunch of NFC teams have a chance because there's only only 4 or 5 good teams on the freaking NFC side right now. Everything else is scrambling, best zone. But yeah, I'll eat that one. The Seahawks are probably not going to make it overall, and that's fine. I mean, it's very rare for them. This is the first time in Russell Wilson's career he's had 8 losses in one season, so that's a tough one there. Overall, now, Alex, I'll go to you with this. Who are your 2 favorite AFC teams right now?
What was that?
Who are your 2 top AFC teams that you see more or less being the real contenders for the Super Bowl?
Give me 1 second, guys. It's kind of.
We lost them. We lost them forever. Oh no! Live on air. All right.
I'll jump in.
Yeah, jump in on that one. He's frozen.
Like he came back. Can you
hear us?
Yeah, I believe he can hear us, right?
Alex, can you hear us? He cannot hear us. All right. Go ahead with your top 2 picks right now for the AFC. What is your predictions?
So I know I had initially told you I like the Patriots D, and we had them going into the playoffs. We didn't have them going past the playoffs. You didn't have them going past the playoffs.
How you were the one that was into the Patriots defense?
I said they would take a wild card spot, and it would be because of their defense. Right. You can blink your little eyes at me too. I'll face the right way, and I'll just blink my eyes at you. But honestly, I think AFC East, we're saying, or overall?
Overall, all AFC. Which are the 2 teams you're thinking going to AFC championship game?
Man,
that's tough. It's not easy, regardless of what I think.
Okay, easy. So I'm gonna pick 4, but I'm gonna go from my first down. So my first 2, and then my 2 little wild cards. Because
who you think that might upset them and take the spot?
Well, not because they might upset them, because I like the way they're playing too. So my favorite team right now to go into would be the Colts.
Okay.
I think the Colts will go in there. The Bengals.
This is from top to bottom? We're going top to bottom? This is
bottom up.
Oh, bottom up. Okay.
Yeah, so it would be the Colts and the Bengals, and then the Chiefs, and I think the Bills. No, you know what? I like the Patriots going in though. I like the way they're playing though. I'm not gonna like as much as I'm trying to like diss you, man. I think it's Colts, Bengals, Chiefs, Patriots.
Okay. Okay. I was
Yeah.
like very confused there. Okay, so you're saying you're liking Bengals and Colts to possibly make and sneak in there. They're dark horses for you,
Yep.
but your top teams are Patriots and Chiefs.
Yeah, the Patriots and the just giving the respect to the Chiefs on it, but um, I just think the Patriots are my favorite right now on the East to take it, and then from there I believe the Chiefs would just go in there, just because of the schedule, and I hope the Bengals and the Colts make the upset.
All right. Alex, you back now? You good?
I can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. So what I was asking you was, who are your top two teams in the AFC? Who do you see like right now that are most likely going to be in the conference championship game?
The hottest team, I think, one of the hottest teams in the AFC, even though they had lost to the Bucks. I think the Colts are one of the hottest teams right now. Their running game is killing it. And I still like the Bills. The Bills are still good, even though they beat down on the Saints. But you gotta respect the Patriots. I mean, Bill Belichick, like I said, just beat the Tennessee Titans, even though Tennessee's kind of down right now. But those are like one of the hottest teams right now in the AFC. Those are I know you said two teams, but those are my three favorite teams right now in the AFC. They're hot right now. They're on a roll. In Kansas City, like I said, I predicted the Kansas City Chiefs to go 3-3. I know a lot of people were giving me some heat on that, going 3-3 in the division.
Not a lot of people.
But
It's like
but,
just
it's not
one
one
specific
guy.
give me some credit. I mean, I predicted that they were going to struggle, and they did. They did for a while, but now that, like Art said, their schedule is going to help them out a little bit, and hopefully they could pull away just a little bit because everybody in their division are struggling some. You know, the Raiders started off hot, and then their coach, that everybody knows what happened with
The coach,
the
the wide
coaching,
receiver,
and then and the receiver, and then the Denver Broncos. I always thought that their defense was going to be really good, and they did. I mean, they beat the Cowboys earlier in the year when the Cowboys were hot. So, like I said, I mean, those three teams are still kind of hot. The Chiefs, I don't know. I'm still kind of iffy about them, but they are playing pretty good right now. And like Art said, their schedule could help them out some.
all right.
Dang, I would. I'm looking at the schedule right now. So they have Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs.
All divisional games, and that's where they could pull away.
They have
just a little
4
bit.
divisional games left of like the next 5 or 6 weeks.
I did tell you, and I called this one a long time ago, that they will lose against the Broncos and the Raiders these two upcoming 2 games. And that they would win that one against the Broncos on January 9th.
The Raiders at the time, the previous game that I told you that Chiefs would win was coming off of the Henry Ruggs thing, I think.
Right.
So, and I keep telling you, like, the Raiders are going to lose anything coming off an emotional something, whether it's a John Gruden thing, whether it's Henry Ruggs, whether it's that one other player, the 2020 draft pick who fucking pulled out a gun like a dumbass and then got himself fired, like a fucking idiot. So, you're just like chain of events. And so the Raiders are down there. The Chargers is a big surprise for me, just the way they've fallen from grace, especially after a good game against Cowboys, even though they lost, but coming off and beating the Chiefs, and then just since they're just up and down, but mainly down. Alex, I'm gonna ask you a prediction because our brother-in-law is a big fan of his. Overall thoughts, even though they're first place right now, overall thoughts on the Ravens.
Oh man, that's that. How could I forget about that? But like I said, like those 3 teams, like I said earlier, are really good. But the Ravens, the one thing is still Lamar Jack. If I don't know if you guys watched a game against the Browns, man, he made some bad decisions in a couple of those throws. I was looking at it, I was like, man, come on. Even like a high school quarterback could make those reads, but again, like those are. I mean, the Browns are a really good defense, but they're the Browns. Right now they're like the Browns. I feel like the Browns are still like their defense is really good, like I said, but Lamar should be already at the next level where you want him to make those key throws and make those good reads as a quarterback. But I don't know. That's the only thing that's scaring me with the Ravens. But like at the beginning of the year, I also said the Ravens were going to be one of those teams that's still going to make the playoffs and still going to make a run, just because their defense is. Yeah, they're the Ravens. Their defense. They're always known for their defense. And Lamar Jackson, if he could just make some good reads and run for 150 yards a game, throw for 150, that's 300 yards offense. I mean, you could win a game like that. But I felt like Lamar was just trying to do too much, and every time he does to try to do too much like that, he falls. But luckily, they got a win over the Browns.
All right, I'm just gonna before we move on to the NFC, I just got one thing to say. I told you those Patriots are coming back. I told you that defense was gonna hold them up. I told you it don't matter.
But you did not expect them to come
I said
to this extent.
I'm just saying they're into the playoffs. I ain't saying they're going to the conference championship.
Judon was a good signing for the Patriots.
Bro, Judon, Bourne, Henry, even Jonas Smith, even though he's barely coming into his own with the Pats, like. I feel like Batista right now, which my damn fucking. It was gonna be the defense. I kept saying it when y'all had predictions early on. Y'all were keeping them out. That defense is coming home. That defense is coming home, and they're here now, and they're a threat. I don't care if they've had an easy 6-game winning streak. A 6-game winning streak is a 6-game winning streak. So, all right, I feel good now. I let that out of my chest.
I would like to see them go against the Chiefs in the first round. Actually, that would be really good.
I don't even know.
They would I feel like they would stun them.
The Pats over the Chiefs or the Chiefs over the Pats?
Pats over the Chiefs. I feel like they would stun them.
It'll be a long road. The Chiefs don't have any more bye weeks, and the Patriots go into their bye week after the Bills game next Monday night. So that's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna help them out a lot because bye week starts the end of the year.
Early prediction for that game. Alex, go first.
Bucks, Patriots versus
Bills versus Patriots.
Oh man, are they playing in
Buffalo?
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Shoot.
Monday night.
I feel like the Patriots gonna pull this one. Honestly, do.
Okay, 7-game win streak. Art.
I say by three.
Respect.
The Buffalo has been losing, right?
They're up and down.
They're not really consistent.
They're weird enough. They've beaten bad teams, but they have losses to
really
mid to low tier. Like the Jacksonville game, that's very questionable. Like what the hell's going on with them?
I want to give it to the Pats. But I really, really, really need the Buffalo to do something this week.
What you mean? What do you mean? You fantasy hoe. That's all it is.
On that one, yeah, I'm trying to stay alive. But no, I think the Pats pull the upset. I see it hard, but yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
I don't know if you noticed, but whenever Josh Allen plays against a good defense, he struggles. And Bill Belichick's gonna dial up some schemes on the defense side of the ball. So
Belichick is proving everyone that doubted him last year wrong right now. It's just Belichick, my opinion, right now is my favorite for coach of the year. But that's just maybe something.
He can be.
I mean, he can be. There's a lot of good coaches. There's a lot of good coaches this season. Don't get me wrong. But he's up there as a candidate. All right, guys, let's move on to the NFC side of things. Right now, Art, I'll start with you. Who are you two? What 2 teams stand out to you that you can see in the conference championship? You know what? Give me a list of 4 because I know the NFC side's a little tricky too.
So I'm gonna give it on the NFC East, Cowboys. NFC West, I'll give it to the Rams.
To win it or just the best team?
Out of that one,
just
to win that division. NFC North, I'm gonna give it to the Packers. And the South, Bucks. Now, if I were to say like kind of same thing from bottom to top, I will say Cowboys, Rams, Bucks, Packers.
All right. Let me ask you this: why are you leaving out the Cardinals?
No respect on the Cardinals.
No. So the reason why I'm leaving them out as is just I'm picking one of each though. I'm not saying they're not going to make it to the playoffs. I do believe they're going to make it. I did have them going into it. I think the Rams pull it through.
Really?
Yeah.
even with the loss of Robert Woods and the iffiness of Odell Beckham Jr. and the questionable, like their defense hasn't even been playing crisp anymore. What is going on with that side, which is supposed to be like their golden ticket? Alex, give me your opinions on what teams, the dark horse teams. What's your response to Art? Give
I
your,
mean,
give your
I don't know if
teams.
you could really call it dark. I don't know if you could really call it dark horse now because, I mean, at the beginning of the year, I predicted the Arizona Cardinals are going to do really good, and at draft day, I wanted Arizona to. I don't remember if I told you this on draft day that I wanted Arizona to pick Najee Harris. That way they could have a running game. I remember I told you that, and they didn't pick him. But I mean, I like Arizona, I really do. But
Oh,
I have them beating over the Rams. But like I said, the Rams are 0 and I think 0-3 or 0-4 if I'm not mistaken. After acquiring Von Miller, I think it's gonna
Yeah,
mesh
0-3.
pretty soon. Oh, they're gonna mesh pretty soon, but they still have a lot of kinks to pull out for the Rams. And Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's still cooking it, even though vaccinated or not.
He owns
Dr.
two
Joe
titles.
Rogan got him, bro. Dr. Joe Rogan's taking care of him, his COVID toe. He's taking care of Dana White. I mean, Dr. Joe Rogan, man. Whoo!
I really like those two teams right now, and the Cowboys. I love the Cowboys. The Cowboys are doing really good right now, even though I mean they have some kinks. They lost to the Rams. I mean they lost to the Raiders. I kind of wanted them to lose to the Raiders. That way, the NFC East could still get some. You know how the NFC East is.
Some pot steering.
Yeah.
This man said he loved the Cowboys.
I love
let them boys.
I love the way they were playing before the Raiders. They were playing pretty good. They were playing like the Super Bowl team. But after the Raiders,
They
came,
always play as the Super Bowl team, man.
until they play somebody good, huh?
Wow.
Hey, but I'm not a big Cowboys fan, but I mean, you gotta give it up to. I mean, they were playing pretty good up until the Raiders, but I mean, those are three teams that I honestly think they're pretty good. And then the fourth one, I don't know who you. I mean, the Bucks are. How could I forget about the Bucks? I mean, the Tampa Bay Bucks. They just beat a hot Colts team. Tom Brady.
And they were down by double digits too.
And then Fournette's running the shit out of the ball.
Hey man, playoff Flenny has finally showed up. He didn't.
Yeah, he's playing
until
really good.
actually the playoffs last year, and he just kept going on since. Ronald Jones couldn't keep that job.
But I like the Bucks and the Cardinals meeting in the NFC Championship. That'd be a really good game. You know.
I like to see that.
But only if the Cardinals could stay healthy. But I mean, what they're doing down there is pretty good. I mean, they're winning with their second string quarterback, and no, they don't have their top receiver. So, and they should have beat Green Bay at the beginning of the year if AJ Green knew what route he was running.
If AJ Green learned how to turn right instead of left, it's like what? No, man, it's definitely gonna be a tough playoffs. I mean, after the wild card games, it's gonna be fucking hella fun. Myself, I mean, I'm gonna go with Packers, led by COVID toe Rodgers. I think that's just he's too solid. I mean, he's gonna make it again there. And then my final team to make it between them, I mean, Cardinals favorites, Bucks, Cowboys. It's the Bucks. I mean, it's got to be the Bucks. I mean, it's going to be a rematch of last year. It's Tom Brady. He's getting it exactly in time. All his guys coming healthy. Antonio Brown's supposed to come back in like 2 weeks, hopefully from his ankle injury. Let's see.
Do you think this could happen? Do you think a Super Bowl between the Bucks and the Pats?
That'd be awesome.
Oh.
I don't care who wins there. Like
I know you don't. I know you
but
don't.
Like that would be like
that'd be really cool to watch.
Oh my god. This might be the only year that could be done. Because I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know how much more Tom has left in him to like really like lead the team all the way forward. Like God.
I would want to see that.
I do
wouldn't
too,
want to
but
see
don't
that.
do that to me, bro. Belichick versus Brady in the bowl. It's one thing for a week 4 in a regular season, but don't, don't do that to me. Don't
How could
do that
how
to
could
me.
how could we forget about the Bears? I mean, they're still in the playoff run.
Technically, they are. I mean,
They are. They technically
Yeah,
are.
so are the Seahawks,
But
but you know, no one gives a
they play the Cardinals next, and I feel like the Cardinals are just gonna demolish them.
yeah.
What if the
And then the
Bears
Packers
win?
afterwards.
What if Andy Dalton wins again?
Man, Andy Dalton should have got the win against the Ravens. Honestly,
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But you
There's a lot
know,
of wins the Bears should have taken. But
we need y'all to lose so that Matt Nagy goes away. I mean, come on now. If Lincoln Riley and Ryan Kelly can leave their teams before the season's over, why can't Matt Nagy leave? You know, I'm just saying.
dude, it's stupid.
Oh man.
Uh,
Y'all have any other like thoughts about the season so far? Anything like big y'all want to say?
I'm sorry. What was that?
football
Y-
sucks, man. It's been up and down.
Okay, Seth
Um,
Rollins.
Nah, it's been interesting, honestly. There's been a lot of dark horses, a lot of dark players in here that are just you
That are
wouldn't
just coming
expect it.
up.
Yeah, like I know you were doubting Justin Jefferson just because of the second year and the
Sophomore
usage.
slumps, but
He's
he's
going
looking
out.
fantastic. He's looking fantastic right
We
now.
didn't expect James Conner to do what he's doing with the Cardinals. Touchdown leader on that. Cordell Patterson, man, come on! Like you've played with so many teams, and like now you're like wide receiver, wildcat, running
all
back,
pro, baby, all pro.
And you're thinking about going defense, apparently, dude. Like that little joke, it's crazy. I mean, who knew that Cam Newton going back to the Panthers might have not been their salvation? Like, damn, dude, it's
he's back.
And he's away again. But nah, dude, like
I
know Alex was like hot about the Pats dropping him.
I still love Cam Newton. I mean, I still like Cam Newton.
In the end now, 12 weeks in, I think the right decision was made to go with Mac.
Oh, yeah. Mac Jones is doing pretty. He's not doing like he's not blowing us away.
He's not all world.
No, he's not blowing anybody away. But you know what you need as you need a quarterback to give you wins, and he's doing that. He's proving that he's not blowing anybody away.
Though to get drafted on that first round, like Trevor Lawrence, dude, like number 1 pick.
Zach Wilson, number 2.
219.
Dude, who is Zach Wilson? Nobody. Like, exactly. Like, I don't even understand what the hype was around him for. God.
Zach Wilson just went to a bad coaching staff. They're not proven yet. I still have a lot of hopes in Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson's still a guy. I mean, he's still. I seen him play. I mean, I watched some of his games live whenever he played in BYU. Like he did pretty good. I still like him, but it's not the system. The system's not good for him.
Here's my thing about Zach Wilson: you're not going to tell me he's better than the 3 that came after him.
No
Which
way.
I don't think that. And that's my main thing too. It's like Jets. You had a chance at Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Mac Jones. You're not telling me those would be better. Like for the Mac Jones part, because I'll let y'all talk about the Justin Fields part. If everyone's saying he's a more football ready, why don't you have him in there if you're trying to start up a team? You get me? Like just for that part, like he's more he's more league ready, even though his ceiling's not as high as the others. Just put him in there and then surround him with like better talent. He'll get you more wins than Zach Wilson. Mike White has gotten him more wins than fucking Zach Wilson.
That's a guy right there.
Third string QB has.
Yeah, that's a guy right there.
So I mean, overall, it is what it is. I mean, I think Justin Fields, once he gets a better system for him, he'll be cooking too. And the Jets might have been a better system for him than the Matt Nagy system. I mean, fuck.
The thing is, dude, Nagy didn't want him. That's the thing. Nagy didn't want him. It was the GM who wanted him.
Nobody wants Nagy now.
But Nagy wanted Dalton. And the thing is, like Dalton plays better.
He's just more experienced. That's all it is. It's the experience.
To Nagy's like game plan though. It's more like, okay, stay in the pocket, Don't do much. Don't move. But it's Andy Dalton. You can't really do much on that. You
Ha-
can't do
Have
the read and everything.
have you noticed whenever Andy Dalton goes into the game, the game plan just goes back to the Kansas City kind of offense where they throw the ball 30 to 40 times,
Mhm.
and it's kind of weird because
No facing Justin. That's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's so weird. And then like I think Andy Dalton's first play whenever he went in against the Ravens, they ran an RPO. Like,
So that,
are you kidding
so
me? Like to me, I don't think their coaching staff is not like they don't know what the hell they're doing. And I always listen to a Chicago talk show with Lance Briggs, Alex Brown, like all the old school Bears. And man, they've been going on and on like every single week. Like, what is Matt Nagy doing? Like, and I think even at Matt Nagy's like son's game, like football game, he had a playoff game. His son, they were chanting to fire Matt Nagy. I'm like, get
Yeah,
the
man.
memo, man. Nobody wants you here.
Now I was listening to it, and like they say that a lot of the football like fans are like toxic, but they're saying like, oh, like the Bears are super toxic for not wanting Nagy. I'm like, dude, like he's not doing anything. Like you got a good QB, and you ain't doing shit.
I mean,
Like
look.
it's bad, dude. It's
So let me ask you this. Art, I'll start with you. Who is the coach, the open candidate right now that you think you feel would be best suited for Justin Fields for this team moving forward? Because you're not gonna Matt Nagy is not going past. If he goes past this year, I'll be surprised. But if he does, who is the coach out there? Whether it's college, whether he's a coordinator, or a coach that got fired, who out there is suited for what you think is better for the Bears? The Bears.
Go. I could barely hear you right now.
So, can you hear me now? All right. Well, Art, this is for you. The question was for you.
I would probably say probably the Chiefs offensive coordinator.
Okay. And why is that?
Because of the way that because of the way that Mahomes plays, I feel like Fields it's a little bit like into like that game plan that I feel like
You're talking about the Chiefs offensive coordinator.
correct.
Eric Bieniemy. Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like that would be a little bit better than what he has now. Even I feel like any of the coaches that have a mobile quarterback right now would be better for that offense.
Okay. Yeah. I like Eric Bieniemy. I feel like a lot of things are holding him back for whatever reason. A lot of political things because of some past shit that happened. So I like Eric Bieniemy. I think he'll do good as a head coach, and hopefully he'll get the job somewhere. And rightfully so, he deserves it. Alex, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
I could barely hear you.
All right.
But I don't know if you could y'all hear me.
Yep.
I don't know, but a lot of the names been going around. I like Ryan Day from Ohio State, even though he lost to Michigan. They've been saying Ryan Day is a good candidate. Him and Justin Fields kind of go a little. He knows what Justin Fields could do.
Can do.
Ohio State runs an NFL style of offense. I personally watched Ohio versus Michigan last Saturday, and I like the way he coaches the team. A lot of people respect him on the team. He talks to them not like they're kids, like Lincoln Riley, who's like a snake. So I like Ryan Day. Hopefully they could get him. A lot of people don't really like getting college coaches into the NFL. Just like the Jags. I don't and like an Urban Meyer, but I mean it's just like the way the coaches talk to the players. I mean these are not college students; these are NFL players, grown men, and that's why I feel sometimes the college coaches struggle. But Ryan Day, he doesn't talk to like those guys like that, and even Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields would like for him to come to Chicago. But I mean, like I said, Ohio State's a really good job to have. Any coach in the world would love to have that job. So would Ryan Day leave Ohio State to go to Chicago, which is kind of like in the slumps right now? So we'll see.
We should definitely see on that. Well, guys, this was a fun episode. Definitely a good catch up.
You know who might be good though, but who knows if he'll come out?
Who's that?
Ed Orgeron.
I mean, damn, that's tricky. He's just coming off a few bad seasons since his LSU win a few years ago.
But it's just the way he talks, like not his accent. It's just the way he motivates a team, and I feel like that's what the Bears are missing.
A motivator.
They're missing someone who like tells them, hey, like okay, like the Cardinals, like their head coach like motivates them. Let's Kyle Murray. Okay, you know what? I trust you. Let's see what you can do. Yeah, Kingsbury like lets him do. The Ravens, same thing, dude. It's like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, you want to do this? You want to do that? What do you think? I trust you. And I
what about Jim? What about the other Harbaugh brother from Michigan who just came out of a big win in Ohio State? That's another big name too.
I think he loves college football way too much. I don't see him leaving. There's been a lot of good opportunities for him to leave and go coach in the NFL, and he's chosen not to. I don't think Justin Fields is his. I mean, he's had it with Colin Kaepernick, but kind of not. You know, I don't know if he'd want Chicago. He might want the Raider job for all we know. If we wanted to go like big money opportunity, he might want the Raider one. But who knows? But overall, guys, it's been a fun episode. This has been good catching up with y'all. Alex, do you have any plugs? Anything going on right now you want people to support or anything? Give you a shout out for?
I got to win on the Turkey Bowl, so
he's got that family Turkey Bowl trophy. He's a winner once again. Winner chicken dinner. Where can people follow you at? And if you got any other plugs?
I can't really hear y'all right now.
Plugs. All right, Art, give us a plug for the show.
Sure, man. Y'all can find me at Beach Bum AI. Like Jose says every time, I don't really post much, but I've been, as y'all heard at the beginning of it, I've just been super freaking busy. But yeah, if anyone wants to learn about construction, I'm going to be putting flooring in my house. So if you guys want to come out and help, free labor.
Hey, bro, I'm turning 31 this week, and so I'm good celebrating that rather than helping you. But I love you, though. You know I love you. After that, maybe.
But you know what you need to do, and it's something that we need to do locally, just because of the name of the podcast. Though,
what's that?
We should talk to, and I don't know if it's even doable. I don't know how that would even work, man. But talking to Freetail, dude, and getting one of their like.
Okay.
Just to see if they can do like a beer and just put Puro Pinche Sports on it. They already got the Puro though. Like they just need the Pinche Sports on the side, dude. Like that's all they need. So I don't know if we have to come up with our own beer or something, but like, hey, that'd be pretty cool. Support the local though.
Right. Go ahead. All right, Alex, if you hear us, go ahead with your plugs, man. I'm going right now.
I can hear you a little bit.
Okay. Go.
Wait.
This moment.
Okay. But if you guys need socks for Christmas, go ahead and follow us at AJ Sock World. There were some pretty cool socks. Everybody was wearing them at the Thanksgiving Bowl. We look sharp. We look fresh. And after the game, they were soaking wet and dirty because we played like in the mud. But yeah, get some socks. They look really fresh at AJ Sock World on Instagram and on Facebook.
There you go, guys. All right, guys, and thank you for following us. It's been a fun year. This is our 36th episode this year. It's been a lot of fun. We took a little break. It's cool. We're gonna come back and we're gonna be doing a lot of more episodes as we can entering 2022. Next month, we're going to do the award show to reveal who we thought was the best fighters, all this good stuff. But stay tuned for that. Guys, follow us at Puro Pinche Sports Podcast on Instagram and on Twitter. Follow us at Pinche Sports Pod. For Alex de la Cruz, for Arturo Ibarra, I am Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out.